Really, the song came to me on New Year's Eve. I was in the midst of New Year's Eve when I went, shoot, I haven't written any music today. But I was kind of interested in almost trying to script or craft a movie that would be playing in your mind while I wrote this song. So I had this scene almost like Vincent van Gogh's Starry Night, this scene that took place on a hill overlooking a town. I kind of used that as like the beginning image for what this song would become. Somebody would be sitting on a park bench, nighttime is falling, people are turning in for the night and turning their lights off. Now, as the lights are going out, it becomes a metaphor for journey that a relationship goes through. The protagonist, basically me, sort of thinking like, when the fun ends and like night actually falls, will you still love me? The chords that I was really interested in is trying to focus a lot on 7 chords. The basic chords are C, A minor, D minor, G. And that I like that chord progression, but if you add a 4th note to it, which makes it 7, and I'm using the diatonic 7th, which is like taking the 7th note in the scale from the key, then it kind of gives it a little bit more of a fuller flavor, I find. So then you have C major 7, A minor 7, D minor 7, and then G7, add 9. Maybe it's just G9. Start finger picking it. And so I wrote some words down on a piece of paper right there in the midst of a New Year's Eve party. Grabbed the guitar and pretty much wrote this song in a few minutes. I do this on a lot of songs, which is to arrange 2 guitars playing the same chords but on different parts of the guitar. You kind of just get one big mega chord, and that mega chord is just kind of like a hyper-extended chord, kind of like going beyond the 7 and the 9 to the 11 and the sus4 and the add 2. You're just adding notes to the basic chord. And I don't know, I really like that. I added a couple of guitar parts in there to really create a much more rich and complex sound. Here's the first guitar part, and here are the other guitar parts. I recorded this song in my bedroom. You can hear traffic driving by my window. It's not in a fancy recording studio or anything. To me, I'm not that consumed with making something sound like it costs $1 million to record as much as I am trying to tell a story that's authentic and meaningful, and hopefully it means something to somebody. I thought it would be fun to just use the guitar for percussion, so I came up with like a bunch of different percussive parts, and I just recorded all of those and kind of spliced them together to create this percussion line. The other thing I added in was some claps. And the funny thing is, I didn't even use like my good microphone because I was just sketching out clapping ideas, and I just used the microphone that was built into my laptop, and I forgot to change it. So those are the claps that the scratch demo claps that I used. I felt like the song kind of had an old world feel a little bit, and so I asked Sarah to play accordion on the song, and I felt like that was probably the best decision I ever made in my life.
I like the interesting chord changes. Like, there's a lot of surprising harmonies. It was kind of tricky because you can't see your hand, so that there are some big jumps in there where I had to really practice, like just feeling the distance. I think you sent me the track, and I had headphones in, listened to that, and then recorded myself on my computer just with like GarageBand, I think. And then you made it sound better, but it was fine. I
sent it to my friend Keegan, who's probably one of the best musicians and engineers I know, using his ears, just incredible. I thought the song was finished, and then I sent it to him, and he really elevated it, mixing it and mastering it and really making it sound good. I feel like it just goes to show that, it's not necessarily about having the priciest gear. You know, if you want to make music, then you can use whatever tools you have available to you. You know, I can't say, oh, if you want to be famous, maybe then you do need to spend the big bucks. But I think like if you want to make music and you want to tell a story, then just use whatever tools you have available to you. That's the story behind When the Lights Go Out. I hope you guys enjoy it. You can see the painting that I did that tells the story behind this song on this video here. You can also listen to the full track here or on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever music is played. You can click here to watch the lyric video, and just, yeah, I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy this song. Remember, you have a voice that matters. Go be creative. I'll see you next time.